Hi guys, it's Kai. Sorry if I look really mad, it's because I am. Fuck. So if you're wondering why I'm pissed off, it's because I just had to refilm this after two times, for my story time about my fuckboy ex. Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to just get into the fucking story, and I'm sorry I didn't post this last night. I was too tired when I came home, and yeah. So, fuck. Let's just get into the goddamn story because I can't even deal with this anymore, okay? Okay. Alright, fuck, okay. We're going to call this person Shane, okay? So, here's the beginning of the story. Once a fucking upon a time. Alright, anyways, no, for real though. Okay, so, me and this person, I had seen this person on a site that I went on a lot at the time, which, yeah, I'm not going to say the name of because I don't want anyone to find out who this person is, because it's like, I don't want anyone to, go and fucking fuck with them or anything like that. That's not my fucking point. You guys know that I don't like that shit. So, anyways, yeah, so me and Shane started talking personally, and then we started talking on Facebook and texting, and basically we had both fallen for each other really, really hard in a very short amount of time. And if you guys have watched me for a while, and for the new people who haven't, hi, welcome to the fucked up dysfunctional family I have. I love you guys. Anyways, I am a hopeless romantic. Hopeless as fuck. Anyways, so yeah, we had fallen for each other very, very hard. At least I did. And, so we would Skype every night, like, fall asleep on Skype together, like, it was that cute shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, that cute, you live in a different state, but, like, I love you to death, kind of cute, like, adorable fucking shit, yeah. Well, this fucking relationship is what literally is making me so terrified to ever try to ever have a fucking relationship from a long distance again. Anyways, but for real though, like, never again for me. Shit. Anyways, guys, okay, so we had fallen for each other really quick, but we decided that we just wanted to, be friends, but not really, like, see anyone else, kind of like that kind of deal, but wanted to, like, stay, really good friends until we would be able to meet each other. And that, that's fine, and I get that, because, like, I have met people that I've been, friends with online, in real life, a lot of people actually, and like, it's totally different when you meet someone and, like, you get to spend a couple hours with them or a day, you know what I mean? Like, everything is different. Like, when you talk to someone through a screen, it's much, much different than when you actually see that person and you're around that person for a long time. Like, things are a lot different. And people are a lot different, like, you don't see what goes on behind screens with me, like, I'm a mess, but, like, anyways, that tended to be the case, for me in this case. This person basically was a totally different person behind screen than he was, in actuality. And yeah. I have made friends with, this kid's best friend, and, his best friend, the only friend apparently he had, he said this at least, was this kid. I'm not gonna name names, so we'll call him Timmy. Fuck, I don't know. So, Timmy was 16, and he was a 16-year-old kid. I was best friends with a 19-year-old guy. So, okay, if that doesn't say something, then I don't know what does. But Timmy was a good kid. He had a lot of issues, but he was a good kid. He's still a good kid. And, me and Timmy talked a lot. And Timmy started to like me, a lot, and I was like, no, like, it's not like that, like, you're way too young, one, and two, I'm in love with Shane, like, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, besides, like, you know, Timmy and all that stuff, he's not friends with this person anymore, or with Shane anymore, because of how fucking shitty he is, really. He's one of those people who tries to justify all the shitty things that he does, and with terrible reasonings, and it's just like, no, like, you fucking did something shitty, and just own up to it instead of fucking trying to make excuses for yourself. But anyways, back to the story, I guess. So, basically, Timmy saw through his bullshit after, you know, so long, and I think a lot of it had to do with me, I don't know, but, I didn't start seeing through his bullshit till, extremely recently. I was completely head over heels for him, and we had planned to, I had a plane ticket, all, like, I had the money for it already, like, I was going to go out there and meet him, and stay for, like, a week or a week and a half or something, and, that was going to happen after I moved back from Fort Lauderdale. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys know, or I don't know if I forgot to say this, but if I did, then I moved out to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, a couple months back. I moved back a month later because some bad stuff happened. That is a story that I really don't want to tell, or I'm not ready to tell. So please don't DM me and tell me to ask me for it, because I'm sorry, I'm just not ready to tell that. But let's get back to the story at hand, right? Yeah. Okay, so essentially, Shane was my go-to person. Like, if I had a problem, I would go to him. He would talk to me and everything. He would make it better. Like, he was my help. Like, and like, if there was anything he needed help with, I would try my best to help him as well. Like, you know, like, it was like that. And he always cared. Seemed like he always cared and always had something, like, good to say and make me feel better, and he could always make me feel better. He never failed to do that. And when I got home from, finally, after, like, months of this, or, you know, a couple months of this, finally when I got home from Fort Lauderdale, I was very depressed, like, while I was in the midst of leaving there, because I knew that it was shitty. Like, I had just moved out on my own, and, like, it just, nothing worked out, and I was just very depressed about that, among other things. And, you know, my mom has a lot of health issues, so I was very depressed. I was just very, very depressed and stressed out. And it was so bad, so bad, to the point where I really didn't want to be here. And it was bad. And when I got home from Florida, Shane and I decided to make it official. Like, you know, date. Because I was literally going to go out there. Because I guess he had cared that I was upset, or, you know, that I had been depressed or whatever, and really, we kind of both thought it would be a good idea for me to just go out and meet him and stay with him for a while. Well, not a while, but, you know, that amount of time. So, it was about maybe 2 weeks, or maybe 3. It could have been 3, but honestly, it felt very, very short. So, I don't know, it could be 3, but don't take my word on it. It doesn't really matter. Point is, what happened basically when I got home was I kept having, like, terrible breakdowns, just always freaking out. I was hurting myself. It was a shit show. It was bad. It was very, very bad. And, thank you, Dan, by the way, my manager, for being there through all of it for me. And Shane was dealing with it, and then he just stopped talking to me, stopped messaging me, and when he would talk to me, it would be like very like vague and short. Like the answers he gave me were short, and like he always had to go or was always busy, even though before that we were always Skyping, always had time for me, and then all of a sudden just never had time for me at all. So that just, after so like long of that, a red flag popped up, before that, but like I was hoping for the best, but no, that was not the case. I basically was like, all right, what's going on? Like, there's something wrong. And then he was like, well, like, what do you mean? And I was like, you obviously don't want to be with me. Like, that's the vibe I've been getting. Like, I know this. Like, I know that's what, like, why you've always been busy, quote unquote, not talking to me. And, you know what I mean? Like, you know when someone's, like, about to break up with you or doesn't want to be with you. But the shitty thing about all of this wasn't just that he didn't tell me how he felt beforehand, was that his words were that I was scared to tell you because I was scared that you were going to kill yourself. What? I'm sorry, but what? Like, what? Okay, like, it would have been a lot like better for you to have just come out and said it than making me sit here wondering why the fuck you're not talking to me, fucking being fucked over, and like, oh my god. Okay, not only that, but he made me break up with him. Basically, he didn't want to say it. He didn't want to fucking be the one to like dump me, because he knew that if he did, that it would be because of my issues and because of the fact that I had breakdowns all the time. And so his words were, you said it, not me. What? What? You said it, not me. Are you, what? I can't. I really can't. Oh my god. And this is a person that I fucking thought I was going to marry. Like, I swear to God, I was 20 at the time. Like, yes, I'm a hopeless romantic, but I legitimately believed that I was going to marry this kid. Like, I was gonna go down there, everything was gonna be better, like, he was gonna, like, put on this facade that he was going to basically help me out, like, with my, like, emotional issues, I guess, and, like, help me try to get past everything, and, like, then just ditched, basically. When shit hit the fan, he fucking ran. And, that rhymed. But anyways, it's true, yeah. When shit hit the fan, he fucking ran. And Dan and my mother, thank you, my mother's a saint, but Dan was the only person, really, that was there for me at that time, that knew everything that was going on and fucking stayed no matter what. And thank you so much, because I know he's gonna watch this, and I love you. Thank you so much for all of that. And he stayed even after, when it got worse because of what Shane did to me. He tried to use, all these reasons to justify what he did, but there is no way to justify being a shithead. And then, recently, he said that he wanted to be friends with me. Friends. Okay, and this is where it's going to make sense in the story. If you guys saw my Snapchat yesterday, then this is why it's going to make sense. Basically, he had, like, I want to say last month, but it might have been the month before. No, it was August. I believe it was August. Yeah, it was August. Okay, so it was August. And we were talking, me and Shane, and he told me that he had this dream about this girl with like blonde brown hair, and I had at the time blonde and brown hair going like it was like, there's pictures of it, like, you know what I mean. But yeah, and basically said that I looked exactly like her. You can come out and say this at first, but he said that he had wrote a song about it and all this stuff, and that he was wondering who it was, and I was like, shit, it's fucking, like, and then a couple days later, he was like, alright, like, basically I want to say, like, I feel like that dream was about you, and that I might still be, like, have feelings for you. And I was like, because what Shayna did to me broke me so much, because I fucking loved this kid. Like, I made a goddamn video about this kid, and it's on one of my Facebooks, which I need to delete it, because one, if I don't, people are gonna find out who it is, because it's one of those really cliche fucking, like, videos with the signs and the cards, and it was like one of those things like a 15-year-old would do, but I was feeling fucking cheesy as fuck at the time, okay? So, fuck. I want to wrap up this story because it's getting a little long, but you guys, you know, you asked for it, so I'm delivering, you know? Okay, fuck. So essentially, after he had said all these things to me, we were talking for a few days. And then it just stopped. The messages stopped, and I figured, okay, well, if he wants to talk to me, he'll talk to me. And then a month goes by, and I'm like, alright, dude, what the fuck is up? Like, Shane, say something. Say anything. Because he was reading my messages, he was looking at my Snapchats, which, to me, I don't understand why you would do that if you're like, okay. When he answered, he said, I'm in love with someone else, and I don't want to have any, like, female friends, essentially. And I was like, wait a second. What? Like, you told me that you wanted to be my friend before, like, when you tried to break up with me, but made me basically say the words because you didn't want to, because it would make you look bad. And now you're telling me that you don't want any female friends because you're in love with someone else. What? Like, so, someone tell me how that makes sense. Like, what? I can't. Okay, so after that, I took it pretty hard, but then the next day I was like, what? Like, he's like one of those flavor of the month type of guys, Shane is, and, like, he'll love you one fucking month or 1 week, and then, you know, you're nothing to him. Like, and I was basically making fun of him without, like, saying his name or anything like that, but it was just basically, like, you know those people who do those things? Like, it was just a story, and, like, he basically had messaged me because he fucking knew it was about him, and he messaged me on Snapchat, and he was like, I didn't really read the whole message because I didn't really care to, but I read that he said that I was butthurt, and I was like, butthurt? No. I'm not butthurt. I just think it's kind of hilarious that you literally said you had feelings for me, like, a month and a half ago, and now you're telling me that you're in love with some other girl and that you don't want any female friends, even though all you talk to is females, which is the truth. Like, it's the fucking truth. Like, I'm sorry. This, like, all these videos I make, story times, all these things, I, like, avowed to my friends and my fans, everyone who watches me, all my supporters, you guys are my family. I will not lie to you guys. I won't fucking tell a story for fucking, like, views or likes and none of that shit. Like, no. This fucking happened, and, like, I'm sorry, but this kid fucking sucks. And he's a terrible person, and he thinks that he's, like, the shit, and that's what sucks the most. So, yeah. This was my story time about the time I dated a really, really shitty fuckboy. And, yeah. So, I hope it wasn't that painful for you guys to go through, and I hope you liked it, because it was painful as fuck for me to go through. I'm just kidding, you guys. You know I love you, but, yeah, I'm pretty much over the whole fucking situation after that. Like, after the message, I was like, this is bullshit, fuck this. But, yeah, I'm gonna go, you guys. I love you, and keep smiling, stay happy, and stay true to yourselves, and, yeah, just all that good shit. And, yeah, don't date no fuck boys, girls. Alright, love you. Bye!